Picture this, you walk into your friend's house. You've been invited over to play Smash Bros. Naturally, considering you told them you're an absolute legend and could whip their ass any day. When in reality, that was just a bluff you were hoping they wouldn't call, and you have very little knowledge of the game and are actually kind of dogshit. As you enter the living room, you notice the game is already set up. What was the name of that character you said you main again? It was that meme one, I think. They all warmly welcome you in as you blatantly ignore them so you can focus on the TV screen and try to find the character you're supposedly insane with. What in the hell is a Ganondorf, and why is everybody playing as him? No matter, you've found your guy, Piranha Plant. Now, what was that phrase that the internet taught you to use? And then you remember it, of course. As people stare at you in confusion and concern because you've been squinting at this TV without saying a thing for 2 minutes straight, you now focus your attention on all of them. The whole room is fixed on you as you lean back, mouth agape. Finally, you break your silence. You know your time has come. You shout it at the top of your lungs. Plant Gang! This is going to be a good night. Ah, Piranha Plant. I would commend you on a fine choice of character, but really this is the kind of character that chooses you, so get ready to learn the yin to your yang, friend. You're about to get a lesson on plant-based combat 101. So let's start with the basics. Piranha Plant's throws and aerials. It's got a lot of mix-ups and some surprisingly strong kill options that are gonna help you to get out of the earlier percentages pretty quick. And even though Piranha Plant is a heavy character, which means higher survivability at the cost of being generally slow, Piranha Plant is pretty quick on its feet.
But Ty, Piranha Plant is, well, a plant. It doesn't have feet, and it shouldn't be able to grab or throw anything.
You shut your filthy goddamn mouth. This plant's got leaf arms more muscular than your human arms ever will be. Anyway, first off, it has its combo heavy moves, ergo its down throw, which can lead pretty smoothly into basically all of its aerials, its up throw, which can combo into a bunch of stuff like its up tilt, a smattering of aerials, its up special, which by the way is a really solid recovery while also packing on enough damage to make you forget just how miserably this move spits in the face of all fundamental laws of physics, and even its neutral special, which I'll cover more in detail in a minute. Then you have its more edgeguarding centered moves, ergo its forward and back throws, where it takes its very strong and capable plant arms and throws your sorry no-cell wall having ass off the stage so it can use its massive and very much present plant legs to jump over to your ass and use moves like some crazy mid-air Jackie Chan level plant foo aerials to chop you in half faster than you can say Dionea muscipula. And finally, you have those moves that are good options for when you want to swat those pests into the shadow realm. Its back throw is obviously a good option by the ledge. If that doesn't work though, you have its back aerial, which shoots a random ass fuck you fireball and toasts those suckers like the white bread trash they are. Piranha Plant also has a really good finishing up throw because this character specializes in A, generating a critical level of memes, and B, chomping its opponent's ass so hard that they shoot up into the sky and discover a new solar system. Anyway, hey, you ever see a fountain and just think, you know, it's cool and all, but it would be a whole lot cooler if that thing had some sort of feature that could horribly maim me? Well, luckily for you, you've got Piranha Plant's neutral special, Patooey, which, for the absolutely adorable name it has, is an insanely infuriating and lethal edgeguarding tool. Once you send the ball up into the air, you can then send it out on either side of you, and the closer it is to Piranha Plant's big fat voluptuous smoochin' lips, the farther it'll fly when it's released. It's important to understand the Piranha Plant is in its element when it's able to edgeguard, and this move is one of the best tools for doing so, which means that you're going to want to use it to the point where your opponent is on a first-name basis with it. And not only does this move do a superb job of edgeguarding, but it can smack your opponent so hard that in the wake of their severe head trauma, the only thing left to do before their inevitable demise is ponder what actions led to this battle going so poorly for them. How does a carnivorous plant that size have the ability to generate so many spiked balls of such a size in that short amount of time? Is this thing going to eat me after it finishes me off? How does it move around in that pipe? Are those its legs? And of course, all of the answers to those questions could be very easily explained away through the miracle of photosynthesis. But before your opponent can come to this conclusion, they unfortunately will have already died brutally to blunt force trauma directly to the cerebral cortex. Alright, now if you're me, you're thinking, this is amazing! Piranha Plant has so many implicitly brutal and graphic ways to pierce and bludgeon these opponents to death! But how do I reach those pesky vital organs to ensure they die not just externally, but also internally, considering those things are protected by all that skin and muscle tissue, and those impossible goddamn bones that are so useful for scraping the meat off of those guys after I'm done? Oh, I know! Piranha Plant's side special, Poison Breath, can spit a huge purple cloud of gas in their face in order to poison them in a major way and pack on damage. While it does do some serious harm, which can be reflected by the way, so do look out for that, it can also be used to do things like covering some of your opponent's recovery options in order to punish them on the ledge. You can throw your opponents into it or use your shield to body block them from escaping, and you can even hide in it, and perform moves like most notably his down special without being noticed. Thank God for extremely lethal noxious gases. Now, speaking of that down special, if you thought that last move was impressive, just wait until you learn about this next one. If you're the kind of guy that likes stretching out your pencil neck 5 times past the pre-established length of your body and thwapping your opponent with the equivalent force of a potted plant being beamed directly at your head at the speed of however fast your crazy ex-girlfriend could throw shit, this move is perfect for your very specific and somewhat odd tastes. Piranha Plant's down special, Long Stem Strike, sends you into your little flower pot, and while your opponent may believe you to be taking a quick little power nap or maybe changing the radio station in there, Before they know it, you aim in and unleash your terrifying Giraffe Shark Love Child Super Nom Nom attack. It's mostly just a great mix-up option for more safely edgeguarding one of them wildly unpredictable opponents in a way that's a bit safer, and it's also a great offstage offensive tool, especially considering it slows your downward momentum and able for you to better zone in on them. A few things to keep in mind though. First off, as soon as you start to aim down, you can't correct yourself and bring it back up, which means you have to be very precise with your shots. Also, your head is still very much vulnerable during this attack, which means it is still very much punishable, and getting punished with that move will undeniably make you feel in that moment like the weakest human or plant-based being on the planet, so do try to be careful with it. Anyway, you better believe that Piranha Plant has some fat, chunkalicious smash attacks to feed into this little shop of horrors that we call a Smash Bros character. Up smash, of course, does not disappoint because, once again, just like up throw, this move has enough upward knockback to blast those opponents into Super Mario Galaxy fucking 7. Side smash turns Piranha Plant into Bowser's penis for some reason. I don't know, who cares? It does a ton of damage and has a huge hitbox. And its down smash sweeps your opponents off the stage almost as quickly as it sweeps them off their feet when they see Piranha Plant's impressive breakdancing skills. And that's just about everything you need to know. So back to this hypothetical, because of course at this point you're probably wondering how this knowledge is going to benefit you in the long term. Well, don't ask me. Ask yourself 5 years from now when your decision to stumble into Smash Bros leads you to being named the world's best Piranha Plant main by local Smash Bros creator and bringer of banjo Masahiro Sakurai himself. And now with your millions of gamer bucks and a smoking hot supermodel wife or husbando who loves you dearly, you can rest easy on your bed comprised entirely of $2 bills, the rarest of standard American currencies, knowing that you made the right choice that day when you told your friend you were the shit at a game you had barely even heard of. Now get to it, friend. I know you can do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I am currently recording this in a cooped-up closet in an apartment in like 80-degree weather, so I'm gonna get out of here quick, but subscribe if you want to see more. I do these every week. I have a Twitter account, a Facebook page, a Twitch channel, and even a Discord server where you can chat with me about random shit. I don't know. Anyway, links to all those things are in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week, you frickin' jabroni.